Hello and welcome back to My Bad with Morgan Rees, a podcast all about your hiccups, your mishaps, and more importantly, your fuck-ups. And here today, I'm with the hilarious comedian, Harriet Dyer.
Hello!
Hi, how you doing? You good?
Very well, thank you.
I know, we have been speaking for about 2 hours and we haven't pretend that we've just spoken. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh no, it's been quite the day, hasn't it? Because there was a forensic scene in the park, which I was discombobulated about, but, the person involved probably, has been more affected by that than me.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they haven't
I'm
followed
having a
you
bear
here.
with this.
We're sat on a sofa and like we mentioned in the Patreon, if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's a small sofa and we're having to sit directly facing forward. So is this
I won't slap. I'll go. Yeah, because I don't want. Because when you're editing, you're going to be so annoyed if there's like a wonky thing. I would be annoyed.
Are you a bit OCD like stuff like that?
Well, I didn't think I was, but the symmetry, symmetrically, wouldn't that annoy anyone?
Maybe I'm a slob.
Oh, well, do you want me to rough it up a bit?
Rough me up a bit.
Rough you a bit. I don't know what that would involve doing.
I think just nutting me in the head, I think.
Well, I do have a misleadingly hard head.
Really?
Once I put my head through a door and...
Intentionally, or...?
Yeah, did you ever get it when you were younger and you were just like... I think I had, unprocessed trauma. And then whenever I'd get drunk, I'd, put my head through something. And then once, it was like a comedy of errors. Because I put my head through this door, didn't know, because it set off this alarm, and then the police were trying to find me to tell me off. But I didn't know.
It's the woman with the big door around her neck. You can't miss her.
Like one of those animals with the thing for the door. But wherever I went, so then after the night out, I'd be like, I had a set kebab shop that I'd go to. It was the other side of town. So then I went to that, but then some little dirty rat snitched. They went, oh, she'll be at One Stop Kebab House. So then the police went there, but I didn't know any of this was happening. And then when I got to the kebab house, I needed a wee, so I went in to go to the toilet, and then apparently while I was in the toilet, the police came, and then they were like, we don't know where she is. So I got away with it without even knowing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So many parts of that story. So I can't believe you went to the toilet in the kebab house. I couldn't think of anything.
Oh, but it was when you know that you've been there so much and you needed a wee.
I don't think I've ever got to that. And I say that as a point of envy.
Oh, really? I think it's terrible.
I would love to get to know a kebab place so
but
well
then,
I can use
yeah,
their
you're
toilet.
right, though, because if you break it down on what it looks like when you're sober, you wouldn't then want to have food.
Yeah, I mean, every time I hear a story about you when you weren't sober, I've never felt more happy someone's sober. You sound an absolute riot in both a pleasing way, a fun way, and a chaotic way.
Yeah, but I would always, it was always too much for people, and then people would not want to be my friend anymore because I would did you ever have it where again, I think a lot of it, because it was a processed trauma, but I'd focus on the tiniest of things on a night out, like if someone was bumping into me or if someone was, like a creepy man was trying it on, or once I'd convinced myself that this man... What's that noise?
We're in a podcast studio, which is it's in a room in a quite loud, active cafe.
What is that noise, though? Can you hear it? Someone sweeping the floor.
I think it sounds like bubble wrap.
Oh, does it?
To me. Oh, we should say as well, because you are partially deaf, fully deaf?
Yeah, partially. And some things I can't hear, but then something, because my partner's always saying that he's not convinced I really am, because he says I hear mad things, but some things like rustles and sounds I can hear, and whispers. I find people's whispers sometimes easier to hear than their voice. There's no logic, rhyme or reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you tune in a hearing aid for that.
No. Well, because before at a gig, because I've said before that I had to tell this man to calm down because his puffer jacket was too loud. He was rustling. And then an audiologist came up to me after the gig and was like, your settings are not right. You need to...
You're blocking out people and picking up puffer jackets.
Exactly.
What's that setting?
Yeah, well, puffer jacket setting.
You just go from 0 to 11 to human to clothing.
Yeah. So I don't know, but a lot of people have the app and that, but I don't know how to work all that. Yeah.
But obviously you're on here because I want you on here, but also you got something as a plug, Harriet, as well.
Oh yes, it's my tour from the 5th of September. Well, I'm doing one show on the 5th, on early September, then not another one until October. So I don't know what I've done there really, but anyway, so it starts on the 5th of September in Leek, but if you all over the shop, so on harrietdyer.com.
Yes,
if anyone wants a ticket.
But I mean, you have been crushing it. You've had a great 12 months, haven't you?
Crushing it. Well, yeah, I guess, but it always feels, in it, because you always just slog, don't you? And then so it's just lately I think. Yeah, things have started to go well, I guess.
Yeah, well, you've always been brilliant. You're one of the acts I would put on when you hear they've got Live the Apollo. People just go, yes.
Oh,
I'm so glad they got it.
Say.
Because I was with you the week before you did the record, and we were doing a Comedy Store gig just on the outskirts of Exeter, and you crushed.
Oh, yeah, that was a lovely gig. Well, anyway, but Southwest, I always have a lovely time because it's one of them, isn't it?
Do you turn it up a bit?
No, I don't know if I do, but I always find the Southwest and Wales, I always have really good gigs because I think fellow Celts.
Yeah.
Even though no one likes to everyone always says about the Irish, the Scottish, and the Welsh. No one ever puts the Cornish in that. Even though I do think,
yeah, we don't.
Why is that?
I think we don't associate you with being Celtic, I assume.
But we are, you know.
Yeah,
but my dad's one of these mad bastards that thinks it should be separate.
Yeah.
So he's like, because once there was a storm was storming through the Tamar Bridge, and Dad was like, finally, we will be separate from the rest of the country. Yeah.
Your dad is the King of Plymouth, is it? King of Plymouth.
The King of Cornwall.
Cornwall, beg my pardon.
Yeah. God, if bloody
hell. That's Chinese, Japanese, isn't it? Cornwall, Plymouth.
Yeah. Because I had a right old hoo-ha with my dad because the Cornish way, obviously, with the scones is jam first, then cream. But if I'm honest, I always think the cream is like the butter. And then the jam. So
the jam's the jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so I once said that to Dad. He literally was about to disown me. So I've actually had to change so I don't actually like it the jam way, but I have to say I do.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him in 10 years.
Yeah. Please forgive me, Father.
Oh, that is so good. I was actually going to say, so what's your favourite part of the show at the moment?
Of what?
Of your current of the tour, of mine, Harriet. This one. What's your favourite bit so far? About 10 minutes in, we're doing best of halfway through.
Favourite part, but it's changing all the time. And then because I did 3 like work in progress days in Edinburgh, and that I felt like those days. The show came along so much more than it did in the whole year and a bit that I've been doing it. And the favourite part is that it's a lot freer because previously it's been a story, and then so you've always got to, which is difficult because I think I am the sort of person that I'm at my best where I'll go off, and then be able to come back, and you can't do that as much with a story. So I like the freedom that this show has, and it's just daft, really. And I would just say maybe my favourite bit is the section about being hit in the head by seagulls. I
was reading the description of the show, and because this is the thing I do for the next round is that I read what the project is that my guest has, and I write something based on that. And true to Harriet form, I read the description of your show, and I just went, I don't know what to do with this because it's so delightfully scatterbrained and so nothing I could have predicted. It's all about how you were trying to get your head licked by a cow. Oh yeah, no, that was my partner because he read somewhere that if you get the lick of a cow on your head, it's supposed to help your hair grow back. He read this during lockdown. I tell you what, men at the moment, men are pathetic. Because I can. That's why I can tell. I'm in my 30s. I'm 31. Because when I was in my 20s, men used to comment on my strength, my physique. Now I'm in my 30s. Men go, "I love your hairline." So jealous of your hairline. Yeah, the mad shit people are doing. My boyfriend's worried about losing his hair, so he's read somewhere that he's cut out sugar. If you cut out sugar,
oh really?
He read on Reddit that if you cut out sugar, your hair can grow back. So I've started making Reddit accounts, and I've gone. Apparently, if you treat your boyfriend really nice 7 days a week, maybe that's what you should do with your partner.
One mad person on Reddit, that could be anyone saying anything, isn't it? And then he's like, but then I guess his life will be better if he did cut out sugar.
Ish. I mean, like, he's got the body fat percentage of a brick. But this is the thing. I've got to mean, like, we are both beautiful people. We're very, very attractive. But you know those sort of like stereotypically sort of like that I've got to meet a few of them, and they've all got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
It's just a genetic freakness.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, none of it's made. It's just like you were just literally born this way. And it's so frustrating because I just have to whiff a croissant and I'm Mr. Creosote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can put weight on like that. That's my superpower. But this is not about me. This is about you. This is the thing. This is the first game I've got for you now. It is the first game we always play is Real Shit or Oh Shit.
Yeah.
Where I give you 2 real news stories and 1 fake one. I've done them down in the southwest, and you've got to tell me, is this a real news story or a fake one?
Was it 2 real, 1 fake?
2 real, 1 fake. You can give your answers at the end, but you can do your workings out throughout. So the first news story: a man in Croyd, Devon, called the police on a local Indian restaurant because he accused their Bombay mix of being illegally hot.
I think that's probably true. It sounds like something like Cornwall, Devon. There was like front page once. There was like someone moved someone's gnome in their garden. Like everyone's off their tits there. I bet that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
I tell you what, the Southwest is so much fun, and everyone says, "Oh, they're just country bumpkins, all this and that." And you just go, the hardest ravers, the hardest druggies, the hardest partiers are all in the Southwest.
Yeah, that's very true, actually.
I can't keep up with people in the Southwest, and they all do. I know I've posted a little bit of material about this recently, but it was only because I was doing it on the fly. They all do bizarre jobs. Like just like
ferret Reiki person and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I was giggling in Taunton yesterday. I said, "What's your name?" Like, "Tom." "What do you do, Tom?" So I make charcoal.
What?
And I went, well, I guess someone's got to do it. It was just the last thing I thought.
Yeah, I thought charcoal comes. I didn't know that you had to do something to make it.
Well, maybe he collects charcoal. Maybe he's a charcoal sniffer.
Aye.
He gets truffle pigs. Maybe he
snuffling for charcoal.
Snuffling for charcoal. The second one now. In the village of Cockington, Devon, a 4-year-old Shetland pony named Patrick became the village's unofficial mayor.
Oh, I'd see. These are all gonna see. Because once I was in where was it? Somewhere. And then while I was on Polperro.
Nice.
While I was on stage.
I'm glad we got that.
While I was on stage, this man just appeared with like a poncho and then like what's it? A polystyrene hat, and then this necklace with a polystyrene fish round his neck. And I said, and everyone's just acting like this is completely normal, that this man's just entered. I said, "Hello, sorry, who are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm the mayor of Polperro." and then it turned out that the qualification for, well, all you need to do to become the mayor is just to let everyone throw you in the sea. That's it. Then you're the mayor.
No, that's so funny. That's such a sound. That is. How did you become mayor? Well, I took a punch from everyone in the village.
He's got black eyes and no teeth.
How did you become the mayor? I walked a mile in everyone's shoes. And now I feel happy to represent them.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I love the Southwest. You can't, there's no one else like them, is there?
I think Wales is like that as well, isn't it?
Yes, Wales does have we have a different, if I may say so, we have a different we have a different colour of madness, I would
Right,
say.
right.
In the fact that you do have... I think we both harbour eccentrics completely.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, what do I mean by that? I think there's just you can just sniff the difference.
Yeah.
And that's something I need to interrogate.
Yeah.
Because I do love eccentrics. I'm trying to give you an example of one now. Whereas like my dad's a bit of an eccentric. Like Welsh nicknames, we were talking about them before.
That's so funny.
It's so bananas. Like my dad's known as Jimmy Threepence.
Jimmy Threepence?
Yeah, because he used to get coins stuck up his nose. And then ever so often he used to sneeze and change came out.
No. But
Yeah.
why did he get coins stuck up his nose?
I don't know. I think he was picking his nose with coins. Which, it makes him sound like he's the richest man in the world.
Insane!
Yeah.
But you said that, but then because you said that Cornish people are Welsh, it's a different beast, but that's madder, maybe.
That is madder, yeah.
Yeah,
my nan was the first female scuba diver instructor in Wales.
Oh, that's great. What a pioneer. Is there a statue of her somewhere?
Yeah, but it's undersea. You won't be able to see it.
That's very good.
So for the final one now. A couple are suing a church in Port Isaac after their wedding was abandoned due to the presiding priest being too drunk to perform the ceremony, since he joined the wedding the day before.
So wait a minute. So they've complained.
Yeah, so the priest had a wedding the day before, but he joined them and got too drunk. So when it came to the wedding the following day, he was too drunk to host the ceremony.
But they all sound realistic.
So just to give a rundown of them, we have...
And that one, because it's in Port Isaac, I think if it was a lie, that was very specific.
Yeah, so we had the man in Croydon who complained to the police about a Bombay mix being illegally hot.
Well, maybe that's the lie then.
We've got a Shetland pony in Cockington becoming an unofficial mayor.
Yeah, I think that one's true.
And we've got a couple suing a church in Port Isaac because the priest was too drunk to do the ceremony.
Suing. I think either the first one or the last one is the lie. I'd say the first one is the lie.
Harriet. The third one was the lie.
Ah!
Yes, I made up the church suing the priest in Port Isaac.
They probably... Oh, damn it.
That's all right.
I'm livid about that.
Well, you shouldn't be. You are one of the most positive people I know. Do you just have a positive disposition, or do you... Is this a face? By the way, this is not me asking, like, oh, actually, I'm really sad, and you have to...
No, I don't think I am really positive. But then I try and... Well, I guess if ever I do see a negative, I try and look on the good. Well, wait, Harriet, that is what positivity is. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a positive person. It's just whatever happens to me, I try to see the bright side of it.
Yeah, I do actually, but I think I have to. Right? I think we have to. Otherwise, you'd completely send yourself under, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, completely. I'm the same. So I come from an anxious mother and an underthinking father.
Oh wow!
So my mother will fret about making the right decision, whereas I subscribe to my father's way of thinking, which is don't worry about making the right decision, make the decision right.
Oh, so just do and then apologise.
No, do and then just try your best with it, rather than just standing still with your life.
Yeah,
fretting about the right decision. And I think I'm taking this a bit off course. Sorry, we were talking about your just not eternal happiness, but you're just so positive. I love being in your presence because I leech off your vibe.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's nice to know. Yeah, because I sometimes think that I'm being, not positive enough. But I think, like my mum used to say, like if I was hopeful about something and then I didn't get it or whatever, my mum would make me sort of see an advantage to either way. So then I'd be like, oh, it's a blessing if I get it and it's a blessing if I don't. So I try and, because I do think so many, like, you know, when you, especially in comedy, because my partner, because he's not in comedy, he'll say, he'll say, "Oh, you should act like if there's an opportunity coming up," and he'll be like, "Oh, you should act like you've already got it because then you will." But then there has to be a certain level of, because there are so many promises and things taken away last minute, and if you do take them all on. If you do take everything personal, you wouldn't get out of bed.
Oh,
so,
God.
So there's a thin line, isn't there, between like being positive for that, but then also having to know that things could be taken away last minute.
And I'm sure, I think we have it so fortunate in regards to, I think we're the only people in the arts that can make their own work.
Yeah. So true.
And so that I have so much sympathy for, especially for actors, especially for musicians or any artists.
Yeah.
Because I think, like you were saying, about it could be taken away at any moment. Like, we can make our moment, but for all these other artists, it's 99.999% rejection.
Yes, very true.
And also, they've all got to now be, you can't just be a great stencilist. You've also got to be a personality and make funny stencils for online viral stencils. And you just go like, at least with us, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I feel so bad for these people. It's for stencilists. But I know exactly what you mean. I think once again, so I've sort of gone on a tangent, but you can't throw yourself fully into believing something is going to exist.
And and also at the time I've been disappointed. If I have been disappointed, if I haven't got something, if say then down the line I did get it, I'm like, oh well, that did work out all right because I was more ready for it when it came. So because I think, we get it a lot in comedy where people that aren't in it would go, oh, well, if you're a comedian, how come I haven't seen you on this and that? But then I always took great faith from people that have been going for like 20 years. Like someone, I hope she wouldn't mind me saying, like someone like Jen Brister, who's just been going for like 20 years and then it like took off. And I always have such faith that it'll, like, we're all on a path and it'll all figure itself out and we're where we need to be and we will get to where we need to be.
It's a dance, not a sprint.
Yes, that was a lovely dance. I'd much rather be dancing than sprinting.
Oh yeah, big time. Me too. I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah,
it'll just happen.
Yeah, because you send yourself, because a lot of people, because obviously we've seen so many people sort of come and go over the years as well, and the people that send themselves mad are the people that always put themselves against, especially when you start out with people and you think, oh, and they take off and you're like, oh god, there's something like I'm not at their level, and you just send yourself loopy.
I'm sorry to sound like a big I think wanker. It's the word I'm searching for. But jealousy was a big thing for me in the pandemic, and I didn't quite realize it. I think some people exploded and I was going, oh god, I was doing so well. Then I literally read something and it changed my mind. It just changed my wiring. I now just use jealousy as a map of want. So many people, you're only jealous of what you want, and so many people don't know what it is they want, and that's the big frustration in life for some people. So what I literally I write a note. If whenever I get a pang of jealousy, I just go, take note, because you just discovered something you want.
Oh, that's great.
And so I used to feel guilty about feeling jealous.
Yeah.
But now I don't.
Yeah, because it's put on you. It's not a nice, because you think in relationships and stuff, it's just not a nice thing. But that's a great thing that, that's something I want that I didn't know I wanted. So now I will try to, is that what you mean? I will try to achieve that without being jealous of this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, very poignant.
So there's a nice thing. But again, this podcast is not just about nice things, Harriet.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Well, it's going my bad, and because I love the fact we all have rough edges.
Yeah.
None of us are perfect.
No.
So what's the last thing I should go to you for?
Oh, if you need to dispose of a body or anything, because I'm not very, and I guess I can't go into it too much because I got into trouble, but because I'm incapable of doing anything without then trying to turn it into stand-up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I do. So my I don't know.
You're a stand-up machine.
Well, because...
Or is it just that funny things keep on happening to you?
Well, it was something, because you forget. So basically, I forgot that people people's personal lives are their personal lives. And then I did a story, and then
Amen,
my
by the way.
I forgot that the person whose parents it was about follow me on social media, and they were like genuinely upset because I told like a family secret, and then they'd see and then I just felt awful because they were like really good to me when I was young, and I really had to have a moment of like, Harriet, this is people's lives and you're trying to make fun of it, and I just felt like a piece of shit. Yeah.
So it's I'm the last person. You're the last person I should go to if I don't want my life to become stand up.
Yeah, I get.
That'd be so funny. If I came to you to dispose of a body and I get caught because you did it in your Netflix special.
Yeah. But then I don't know, because I think I am quite good at no, I was just going to lie. I was going to say I'm quite good at keeping a secret, but I don't think I am, actually. I think I tell people I'm good at keeping secrets, and then I'm actually not. But then, I don't know, because sometimes, do you find that? Sometimes if someone tells me something, it's like a little lock has just been put on me, and I'll never say it. But then other times, maybe it's I've mistakenly, like, in my head, judged the level of the secret, whether it's gossip-worthy or not, which is not fair to that person.
No, I'm 100%. And I think there's two prongs to that. I totally get that. But the secrets that people tell you when you're in a car, it's mad. You just go, we're not close. We're in close proximity.
Yeah, that's so true.
And because I think some people, like when you're in the car, they go, I've got to fill it with noise. And you just go, no, you don't.
Yes.
And so, like, the conversation naturally runs dry after about an hour. So we've got about 20 minutes left. And I've had it so many times in the car. I've been driving, and someone I've never known has just told me the darkest shit ever in the world. Like, I'm just like, oh, come on. I feel a bit too organised for petrol money now.
That's their plan.
That's their plan.
You're so right, though. I think that is a lot of it. Is that so? You haven't actually built the rapport of a friendship that you would have, and then would keep that quiet because this person has just come in your car and then told you, I once had this comedian that I don't even think he gigs anymore, but it was this family man, and then he's just completely told me that he swings and he dresses up and his character is Shakira, and then he's showing me all these photos, but then I'm seeing the next day like hanging with his family and they have no idea, and then I'm like, I feel like, because I hate that when I know something that would ruin someone's family and I don't even know the person. Doesn't sit right.
All I'm doing is now is thinking who that is.
I don't think you'd even know them. It was because I started in Birmingham, and there was loads of acts.
A little while ago.
Years and years and years ago.
So the cringe binge now. So obviously, like, is there any cringes moments that you've done that you still hold on to?
I do too. I've got two. Do you want just one?
Let's do two.
Well, I don't. Yeah. So number one is this is a very short one, and I did it yesterday with my hairdresser. I went, you know, when you go, "Hello, you're right," and they go, "Yeah, you," and then you go, "Yeah, you," and then you've carried it, and you've done an extra "yeah, you" when they've already answered it, and then you're stuck in a exactly. So that's just like a minor cringe. And
that's not much of a cringe.
Oh, is that not?
No.
Well, we'll scrap that then.
Yeah, scrap that.
This one. So I slept with this guy when I
worked in... That's how we want it. That's what we want, Harriet. I'm already in.
Oh, okay. So I slept with this guy in a car park at this gig. Not a gig. When I was younger, when I was clubbing. And then the next, and I was like, and it felt like, because he was... because there was this girl I knew, and I looked up to her at school, and so I felt like quite, because she was a bit of a badass, and I was like, how the tables have turned, because he wants to sleep with me, and then she was livid with me. But then he came into TK Maxx when I worked there. Oh my God, I've thought of another one as well. And he came in, and then he with all these children, he had like 10 children, and I was like, God. Oh my God.
Did you know about the children?
No, I didn't know about the children. I didn't even know he was so old. Like, so he was like, this has happened a lot, in fact. I must have been about I don't know, like 19?
Yeah.
He must have been about 45.
No.
I had no idea. All these children come in. It was so awkward.
Oh, Harriet.
Yeah, sorry. It was so awkward.
Sorry. Sorry about my life. Sorry about that.
And then So all these children came in, and then so then he like reached. I thought he wanted a hug, so then I hugged him in the shop, but he was like, "I'm trying to get to that golf bag." And then so I hugged him like a sloth when he was trying to get to something on a shelf. So then even though I didn't want to hug him because I was grossed out with the whole thing, I then like made him think that I was still interested because I hugged him because it was so awkward.
Oh, I think he was doing that on purpose.
Oh, do you reckon?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I mean, like, it must be bizarre for the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
To see the shop attendant come up and hug their dad.
Awful. And then another one at TK Maxx was, I snogged this guy who, he was full of shit because he...
you got cursed by that, haven't you?
Yeah. So he told everyone that he used to go out with Natalie Imbruglia and Michelle Collins, but Michelle...
Was he about? Were you all 12 years old in the playground at this point?
Well, I'm old, aren't I? But then Michelle Collins, I think she at the time had a holiday home in Cornwall, so she came in to see him out one day, didn't know who the fuck he was, so he was chatting shit.
Yeah.
And then I got off with him on a night out. He was very upset because I had a monobrow. And then because I was going to Birmingham uni, and I said, "Oh, can you transfer me so I go to Birmingham TK Maxx?" He said, "Yeah, I've sorted it." So he said, "Yep, I sorted it out." I said, "Oh, thanks so much." Then I've turned up. The little bastard didn't sort it out. I've turned up in full uniform for a job that didn't exist.
Dude, they must be going, but how have you got the uniform?
Yeah, exactly. And because I used to work in the one in Cornwall for so long, I made my own name badge. So I had a full uniform for a job that didn't exist and a name badge that said Queen Latifah.
I mean, no way. You just look like a super fan of TK Maxx, don't you? If you walk up to TK Maxx in a TK Maxx outfit and a name tag that is not your name, you look like some...
Yeah, you're so right, though. They must have been like, where did she get that uniform from? Well, because I was supposed to be at the bloody job, rat.
The rat. I love calling someone a rat.
A dirty, stinking rat is my favourite.
I heard Josh Pugh call someone a rat once, and I could not stop laughing. I haven't heard. I don't think I've ever heard of it outside of like The Sopranos.
Yeah, you're a rat.
You're a rat. We got a rat.
I can't imagine Josh saying it. Like, what context was it as well?
I think it was in his new sitcom.
Yeah, how brilliant!
It was really made me laugh. Oh, the chain reaction round.
Oh, I haven't prepared for this.
And that is no problem at all.
Was I supposed to? What's this
no,
one?
we can just do it off the top of your head. So this one is absolutely fine. So the next one is it's a question from Larry Dean.
Oh.
I think I've actually forgotten the question, but I think I can remember the off-color of it. I think that Larry's question was, if you could have a different accent for a week, what accent would it be?
Oh. Welsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Welsh, genuinely.
It's a great one, isn't it?
Yeah. A lovely, but South Wales.
Oh, you don't want a South Walian one?
Yeah, I wouldn't want... Oh, no offense.
Or do you want a Cardiff one? You want a Cardiff one?
Or, no, the Valleys. I might as well go full... I might as well go in bareback if I'm going to go in.
Go in proper Gavin. Go proper Stacey.
Yeah. I would love that. Yeah.
Oh, you got to give it a go. So, have you got a question for the next act?
Yes. Would you tongue kiss an aardvark every night before bed to ensure the longevity of your loved ones?
Oh, love that. No one. That's a Harriet Dyer question. Is that something you made up, or is that just something that you ask a lot of people?
No, when you said no, I've made that up.
I love it. Just love it. So now for the My Mad. What's got you riled up? What's your hot take at the moment?
Wait a minute. Maybe I've misjudged this question because I thought it was like, what do you want to learn from in life? And that's not the same.
No, but let's go with that. Hey, Harriet, what do you want to learn from in life?
What's got me riled up? Well, maybe this.
Do that one. I'll be.
Well, what it is I'm not very good at it. I block people too willy-nilly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but only if I get to a certain stage with them. Like, I'm quite good at communicating, but then if I've tried to communicate and you've like lied to me or fobbed me off or whatever, then I'm like, I cannot move forward in this relationship. you're blocked. And I
Wow.
need to. I've been a bit too free with my blocking, because then there's nothing worse when you have to bloody backtrack when you've bloody blocked everyone. And that's the problem with comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've blocked a couple of people, and then I've had to fucking gig with them, and then I've had to fucking say
Yeah.
sorry, which is awful.
Oh, it is awful when you go, oh, they follows me again.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't do that though. Yeah. But
I've had it a
then
couple of
you
times.
know.
So I mute when I don't do Edinburgh. I mute everyone that's up
Yeah.
there, and then occasionally I will be like January, because obviously Edinburgh Festival's in August. I'll be in January. I'm just going, bloody hell! So and so stopped comedy, and then I'll gig with them. I go, oh, I forgot to unmute you.
I mean, do you tell them?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's good that you do that. Do you remember when we did that gig when that man farted? I just remembered that. Lewis should bloody mute him, the dirty rat. He's a dirty, stinking rat.
That was this lovely man. I think we got to stress this nice man. I haven't heard anything untoward about him. But that was the stinkiest fart in the smallest, most compact room I've ever been in.
And he wasn't even on stage. Don't, if you're not gigging, come backstage, drop your guts, and just...
It was so smelly. It was, and then it was you call. No, it was because it was a room about this size.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give about. I'm talking about 2 meters by 2 meters. This room is now. Would you say
Yeah.
it's about? And there was a little tiny. We were backstage at a very, may I say, shit gig. And
May I say?
there's a little toilet at the back. You stuck your head in the toilet, and it's a bathroom in the bathroom. My phone. You stuck so shit in here
to get away from the smell. Dunked me head in the toilet.
Well, this toilet's gonna stink less than that's going on out there. Fucking timber. I remember you. Sorry, it was me. You brought it up, and here's me telling the story.
No.
You stuck your head into the little ensuite. You were frowning. You went, "It's not in there." He went, "Someone farted," and the person, well, let's be honest, gentleman, man, that's not a woman fart, is it?
Oh Lord, no!
I don't want to. It
was ferocious.
It was. I don't want to paint gender strokes here, but that was a man fart.
Yeah.
That was a heavy.
You could taste it.
Yeah, it was really invasive.
Invasive.
And they went, "Oh, sorry." I remember them saying, "Sorry, I've had liver and kidneys, and I thought I could get away with it."
Liver and kidneys? I didn't even remember that. That's horrific.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I've had liver and kidneys. I thought I could get away with it.
You can't be so. If you're eating offal, you can't then be going out in public willy nilly, because your guts are not going to be happy.
Yeah, and then may I just say,
who's eating liver and kidneys?
Then I remember you say it. Oh my God! I just said you go in. You went. This is when you go. Because they stayed in the room.
Did I say?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because
it was just.
It was, and then you left, and it was so. I've totally forgotten about that. How have I? That was so funny.
Oh yeah, we need.
It wasn't funny. It was really awful, but.
I just think that's mad. You would never do that, though, would you? You just take yourself for a walk. But who's eating liver and kidneys?
Yeah. Especially when you know what it does to you.
Yeah. Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, 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 indeed.
Oi, oi, oi.
So now we're going to the final, and you've been so good. I'm just getting up my little questions here. I'm not on my phone, I promise. No. So we go to the quickfire questions. Here we are. So you feel free to do these off your... Have I got them all here? Yes, I got them here. So now we're on to the final round. It's the quickfire round I've got for you, Harriet. Feel free to do your workings out loud. There's no right or wrong answer. You ready? I'm
still so pissed off that I didn't get the wrong Cornwall one.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's annoyed me, that has.
Well, when you come back on, we can have a restab at it. So now for the quickfire bad rounds. Horoscopes or horror nopes? Do you believe in star signs?
No. What's horror nopes?
You don't believe in it?
Oh. No.
just a little play on words, but that's all right.
Although, yeah, I think I don't, because because I'm Scorpio, and everyone sort of says, "Oh, you're horny and you're bipolar." Well, I am bipolar. In fact, so it probably is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe but there's so many women in comedy that are Scorpions.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Scorpio.
Yeah. So there's me, Kiri, Amy Gledhill, me. I've said me twice.
That's fine.
Me. And, well, I think that might be it, but I'm sure there's more.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, I got to bring up, only because you said bi. There's this podcast is a heavy LGBTQ audience. You're straight, aren't you? Yeah. Any near misses?
No, but I do think because my dad left my mum for a man, and because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he was born when it was illegal to be gay.
Yeah.
And you had a few people in my in my school that had similar experiences, because I think there would have just been this generation of men that weren't able to be true to themselves, which is absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then
I'm going to pause the quick fire round. No. Can I ask a couple of questions
Yeah,
on that?
yeah.
Because I think this would be really. I'm interested, and only because again, this is someone else's story, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
So was this when you were older?
No. Well, I found out because I saw him on the computer when I was like 13. So I knew, and then because he'd always have like chewing gum and that, and I always was worried about halitosis. And then I said, "Have you got any mints?" And then I went in his bag, and then I was like, "Hey."
Yeah. What did you find?
Like anal beads and stuff. And and I didn't, and I was, so there was a few things I was all and lube and things like that. So then
I think these could have been with your mother as well, but I mean, like they don't scream it.
Yeah, and well, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So then but yeah. So I can't remember what I was going to say about it. But
so you discovered about a teenager. So did you grow up as an adolescent with two dads and a?
So then Dad had a boyfriend. So then we'd spend Boxing Day with them, and then Christmas Day with my mum. This is what I was going to say. So the point to what me saying it is that but then I think my dad is like I have a feeling, I'm not really spoken to him about it, but I just have a feeling that now he's not so keen on like labelling it and stuff, because I feel like he was then later in life in love with a woman, and then my friends, and Matt, you know the comedian Matt Price?
Yeah.
His dad lives literally opposite to my family, and his dad's gay as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then my friend Sophie, her dad,
and I bet they've never met.
God, especially. And then my friend as well, her dad was similar, and I think that they just fell in love with who they fell in love with. So I think maybe that like, because especially when I was younger, I would really like sort of fall for women, but it was always sort of, I think I just got obsessed with like these friendships sort of thing, but then nothing sexually has ever happened with a lady. But I think I wouldn't rule it down the line at some rule it out at one point, but I just like because I think maybe like my dad, I could just fall for people no matter who they are.
Yeah, completely. And again, like I'm not the alphabet police, and and I'm not, and I do think, because that's why I sit with queer. I say bisexual so people sort of get what I mean. But I say queer because it's, for me, I see queer as a non-label. Yeah. Queer just means, like, for me, it means like anything. Like, it's fluid. No, there's no definitions. It's just not straight. And I know some people don't like the word queer because and I get their point that it was used as a slur against them. So why are we now reclaiming this? It's very, very complicated. And to be honest, I don't have a point, a stand or a take on it. But I totally hear what your father, because again, I love people of different genders and sexes, biological sexes and everything. So my take is I don't like being labelled as well. So I hear that as well. So that's so interesting. You grew up with queer parents.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to speak about this way more when you come back on. Let's restart this. Oh, look at me. There's no one else here. There's one person here. They've gone out to play with their fucking dog.
The dog coming.
Yeah. The dog comes and starts editing. Go back to the quick fire. We're in. Question 2. If you were to be ordained, what would you be the patron saint of?
Oh, wow, because you've said that, what you said, and it's in my mind, positivity.
Yes!
That would be great.
So what would we do? So you're the patron saint of positivity. What would we do on St. Harriet Day?
Oh, well, we would... Oh, well, I was going to say everyone, because of the whole shit in the street, I was going to say everyone should let homeless people live in their houses, but then this is... I've been in a situation with that before where I've accidentally been cuckooed. Where I've moved someone in and then they wouldn't move out. So
Really?
Yeah. Because when I first did comedy and then you put up in hotels, I felt bad that I was in a hotel and then my flat was empty. So then I said to a homeless man, "You can live in my house," and he wouldn't leave.
Oh, God. That is a real... it
was awful.
Yeah, and oh God, I don't know what to say about that. I'm trying to do a nice thing. I'm just trying to do a nice thing.
Yeah, and then it was because you would like to hope that wouldn't happen with anyone that you get,
Yes.
but unfortunately it did happen.
If you could narrate a book, what book would you narrate?
Oh, Not Now Bernard.
Oh yeah.
Do you know that?
No, was that the dog?
No, that's Dogger.
Oh.
There might be world about it. So this Not
I'm thinking
Now
of Bernard the big red dog.
Yeah. No, that's Clifford.
I'm thinking of Okay, I'm getting
Clifford.
every single name wrong, and I'm getting every animal wrong.
Bernard is Not Now Bernard. It's actually quite, if you break it down, quite upsetting. So it's about this boy called Bernard, and he just wants his parents' attention. And then they go, "Not now, Bernard," and then he's like, "Oh, but there's actually a monster in the garden," and they're like, "Whatever, Bernard, whatever." And then he goes out to the garden, and the monster eats him, and then the monster wears his clothes, and then lives his life, and the parents don't even realise.
Oh wow! But I've got to ask, what voice did you do for the monster?
Oh. Like a very angry like a mysterious Cornish, maybe.
Yeah. Mysterious Cornish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
not that that's threatening.
Yeah. This one's a bit crass. May I ask it?
Yes.
Would you rather everyone know your orgasm face or your orgasm sound?
Oh, that's a good question. Face, I think.
Yeah.
I think I probably do that face regularly and people don't even know it as my orgasm face.
It's you winking.
Yeah. My partner, me and him laugh. I don't know. In Lion King when the hyenas go Mufasa.
Yeah.
We laugh because he sort of does
That's
You'll
funny.
go like
Yeah, and you come back, go, "Be prepared." Everyone, no one comes normal, do they?
No,
and if you do, it's performative.
Yeah.
So speaking of sounds, if you had to describe yourself in 3 sounds, what would they be?
Like just noises, or can they be words?
They can be words as well.
Well, when I went gigged abroad, because I went, I said, "Oh, sorry," and then they went, "Oh my God," they were doing impressions of me, say how British I was, so maybe like, "Oh, sorry," and then that was me. Well, I think that's my vibe.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
Love it. If I was to go through your camera roll, what would it say about you?
Oh, it would be very anticlimactical. I don't think there's any scandal. Yeah, no scandal. But my partner only told me the other day that when that him and my dad were at a gig and my dad was showing him something, and my partner has seen so many dicks on my dad's phone. He has no concept of someone's. So and then I went to the barber's yesterday, and he said that he's had it where he's been cutting the hair and they're just on like scrolling camera phone and all sorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine's very boring, I think. Yeah, nothing scandalous.
No, that's absolutely fine. I wasn't sure if it was going to say that, you're real catty or you're real veiny or as in like taking photos of yourself, not as in like you're taking photos of veins.
No, maybe sometimes a little bit bitchier than I should be. Sometimes I'll take a screenshot if someone's said something online and I'll go to send it to someone and then I'll stop myself because it's bitchy.
I do do that all the time.
Yeah.
There's a bit of advice Jade Adams once gave me, which is never write something down you don't want read out.
Yeah.
So I just send pictures.
That's a very interesting that you should say about her, because I remember once I bumped into her in Edinburgh and then she was like, oh, how are you doing? And I was in the middle of writing out an angry post and then she pretty much said that and then I just deleted it and then, she's a real guardian angel. She's wicked. Okay, so now it could be physical, personality, behaviour, anything. What's one of your stranger turn-ons? Oh, stranger.
And it just you find attractive in someone. It doesn't have to be like a literal horny thing.
Big hands, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I once got with this guy when I was very drunk, and then thought it went so well, and then arranged to meet the next day, and he had the most tiniest, spindly little hands.
Oh no!
And I just couldn't get over it, and it's very because I don't think of myself as shallow or whatever, but it's just like little butterfly hands. Where I just want like nice big hands.
Yeah, I'm about like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, not like little watercress hands.
Watercress hands. Oh, brilliant! And so, if you're online, where can people find you?
Harriet Dyer Comedy.
And are you going on tour? And where can people find tickets?
HarrietDyer.com.
Brilliant. And you've been on My Bad with Morgan Rees. Will you come back on again?
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much, Harriet.
Thank you.
That was Harriet Dyer. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. We drop episodes every single Wednesday. We've also got a Patreon, so for just £3 a month, if you want an extra episode every week and early access, we'd love to see you there. And it's really growing, and we would love it to grow even more. I do this completely off my own bat, so it'd be lovely to recuperate some of the time. But anyway, I'm chewing your ear off. We'll see you next week, everyone. Thanks again, Harriet.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's a bargain, £3.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm keeping that in.